everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday, Thanksgiving, if you celebrated Thanksgiving. I just want to say I'm grateful, I'm humble, glad to be here. I thought I'd go ahead and do a live today just to give you all an update on some information and stories that I had discussed previously with you. First, let me say, as far as the story I brought you about the African American couple who were murdered, well, were found November 17th, deceased in the Florida mansion in Kendall. I searched and searched a little while ago for an update pertaining to these people, and I haven't found anything pertaining to them as far as, excuse me, sorry about that, trying to lighten up a little bit. I haven't found an update as far as a suspect, a motive. I was watching another channel on YouTube the other night, and I heard some guy say something about the young lady had an arrest record for, I think it was a grand theft auto or something like that. It was so I thought, well, okay. And so then I started thinking about the two photos that they're showing with the storyline on different news articles. Both of the pictures of the young lady and the guy, they look like mugshots. Because I said this can't be a driver license photo because usually, driver license photos there is a blue background and the background's for white. So that made me start thinking that okay, these are mugshots of these two of that couple. So if I get any more information, I will bring it to you all. I see I've got three in the house, three thumbs up. Thank you. That's my first update. Nothing new pertaining to the couple in Florida. Once again, I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving, safe Thanksgiving. I'm sure some of you are probably out there shopping. If you are and you really love the Queen, honey, send that Queen an iPad. Send that Queen an iPad. That's what the Queen wants. The Queen needs an iPad and a sound bar for her flat screen. If you all want to be so kind and gracious to send the Queen any goodies, I'm just kidding. No, that's what's been on my Christmas list probably for about a year now. Anyway, as far as number 45 in the White House, okay, this source is by Newsweek. If you need verification for the storyline, number 45 decided on Thanksgiving that he will leave the White House if the Electoral College certifies Biden as the winner, which this should take place. The certification should take place in the month of December. So we've got a couple weeks for that to come up. But on Monday, the GSA administration, Emily Murphy, informed Biden that they were ready to formally begin the transition process of him coming into the White House. But number 45 is still pressing forward with lawsuits, and they say there are dozens of them, and he feels that his campaign will prevail. Excuse me, I'm reading off a sheet of paper here. So, number 45 is saying he will leave the White House if the Electoral College certifies that Biden is the winner. Now, note that number 45 claimed that the state of Pennsylvania, Nevada, and Georgia had voter fraud. There is an issue now in Pennsylvania pertaining to a judge trying to halt the certification, if I'm repeating that correctly. And this is outrageous. And as I had told you all the other day, Georgia had already gave the 411 that Biden is the winner for the state of Georgia. So I don't know what the hell's wrong with Pennsylvania. Why this judge, I think it's a lady judge, why she wants to put her 2 cents in and jump on the bandwagon with this nonsense. But it's pretty sad. It is also stating that once number 45 comes out of the White House, he won't have protection. He then will be a regular civilian, so he may be able to pardon himself from any further prosecution for crimes, because he has been accused of tax tax evasion and possibly some other crimes. So we will see how that transpires. I'm just giving you all an update. I don't want y'all to think I'm going to stay on this news all day. But that's just giving you information pertaining to number 45. I don't call him Mr. You know what, his government name. He's coming out of there anyway, so we don't even need to call his government name. But that's the said information pertaining to the White House. Um, the transition is starting to open up with Mr. Biden getting his just due to be recognized. But noted also number 45 is still contesting um, votes in several states, or a couple of states rather. The next story I'm going to bring you is the title of my video about some crazy people deciding that on Thanksgiving Day they wanted to go on a shooting spree, and this happened in the state of Nevada. If you need verification for the storyline, USA Today is the source. Henderson, Nevada. It's 15.9 miles from Las Vegas. It's a 24-minute drive out of Las Vegas to Henderson, Nevada. It is in Clark County, 16 miles southeast of Las Vegas, and it's the second largest city in Nevada. A man and a woman decided to go on a shooting spree yesterday. One is dead, four injured in Henderson, Nevada. They are claiming that the suspects are a man and a woman, age ranging in 20s to 30s. They decided to fire at random people with a gun while driving through the city. The police responded to the 800 block of East Lake Mead Parkway and found 22-year-old man, 23-year-old woman, an 18-year-old man, 53-year-old man, and a 41-year-old man, all gunshot victims. They were taken to the hospital, and all are expected to survive, those four that were injured. Okay, the deceased man identity will be released once the coroner's office have notified next of kin. As I state, the suspects are believed to be in their 20s and 30s. It is a man and a woman duo. They were later arrested and are in custody on unrelated charges in the state of Arizona. So the Arizona Department of Public Safety have arrested the two suspects. The USA Today requested more information from the state of Nevada, but they were not immediately returned any info. The investigation is still active, and it marks the 13th homicide case of the year, I guess, in Henderson, Nevada. So, as I state, sorry, my tempo isn't up today. Reading from the paper. It's easier when I can read it verbatim from another device. But anyway, Henderson, Nevada had several shootings yesterday. It is believed there was a woman and a man, young couple, went on the shooting spree. As I state, one person is deceased, four are injured. Lord have mercy. I don't know what the hell's going on. A 23-year-old woman, an 18-year-old man, a 53-year-old man, and a 41-year-old man, and a 22-year-old man were shot yesterday, and one is deceased. And the others have been taken to the hospital and are expected to survive from. Why did this couple travel to Nevada to shoot these people? Or are they from Nevada? Nevada. Are they from Nevada? And did they just shoot these people for whatever reason, then fled to Arizona? Or are they from Arizona and went to Nevada to shoot these people? What's the 411? By the grace of God, they were apprehended. And what's interesting about this storyline is they were apprehended in another state. So one would have to ask themselves, what were they doing in Arizona to have the unrelated charges, which led to the police putting two and two together that they shot these people in Nevada. This is crazy to me. What's sad to me is that life is short. There are no guarantees that we're going to wake up tomorrow. We have chances of being sick, hurt, harmed, die from natural illnesses. And then we have these sick people out here who don't mind snuffing you out, hurting, harming you for whatever reason, as if you're nobody. You're disposable. You're trash. And it's sad to me. It is the holidays. As I stated to you all in a previous video, I have been around 3 people who have left the earth the past weekend into Monday of this week. 3 people have died in this community where I currently live. And it is sad that one was a few years older than me, 4 years older than me, and she's my neighbor across the hall. She is no longer living now. She had a massive heart attack. That's what was stated. And another older gentleman passed away, a family friend. And I had heard that he had been ill. I don't know what he died from, but it's sad nonetheless. And then an old acquaintance father passed away on Monday, and I heard he had been ill, and I didn't know that he had been sick. And it is also stated that he allegedly had COVID, and he would probably be about 70, around my father's age. So you see, there are no guarantees. And so you think of people dying from just natural illnesses, diabetes, heart failure, kidney disease, cancer, and then you have people like this couple out running around, bored as you know what, and decide on Thanksgiving they're going to snuff out random people who are hoping were minding their business, trying to get them some turkey in their bellies and fraternize with their friends and family. But instead, one of those people is no longer living and the others are in the hospital. So what happened? Why did these why did this couple decide to go to Henderson, Nevada and shoot these people? Because they didn't state that these people were at the same residence or place of business. It just says couple shoots people while driving through the city. So that leads me to think, I'm assuming, they were just riding and what, pointing the gun out the window and saying, that looks like a nice one. Ting, gunshot. Drive around the corner. That looks like a nice one. Ting, gunshot. This is ridiculous to me. Damn ridiculous. So my prayers are with the decedent's family. And my prayers are also for the 4 people who are in the hospital right now. And prayers for them. Because as you all know, we still have COVID running around. So now you got these people fighting for their lives, trying to stay alive in the hospital, and COVID floating around the hospital corridors as well. This is sad. Very, very sad. I mean, holiday time. And people want to go out and do mischievous things and shoot people and hurt people and harm people. And it's sad because we all are entitled to live our lives, try to be prosperous if we can, do good if we can, be halfway decent if we can. And then you got these other people out here who say, well, I don't give a damn about none of that. I don't care what y'all got going on. I don't care about you having no dreams and no goals. Today is your lucky day. I'm going to snuff you out because I can. And one thing I've learned about people is that people do what they want because they can. That's just a known fact. Phone call coming in while I'm on live. Do y'all know that I'm going live? Possibly. Anyway, just saying. Sorry about that, you guys. We are in desolate times right now. We are in desolate times. And it's like there's no hope. And it's the holidays. And this is terrible. As I say, 3 people in this community where I live have passed away. So you're talking about 3 families having to bury 3 people. It's sickening. And then you look up at the news, such as this story I brought to you today, of some couple, some Mutt and Jeff, deciding to run through Henderson, Nevada, gunning down people for no damn reason. It really doesn't matter if it was Thanksgiving, Christmas, or Easter. The point is, 9 times out of 10, these are random killings, and they're heinous in nature. And this person, these 2 rather, they don't know these victims. They don't care because they don't care about themselves. They don't love themselves. So that's why they're out here killing these people. So it doesn't matter what day of the year a murder transpires. It's just wrong to be out here just randomly shooting and killing people. And then, of course, it's worse because it is the holidays. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. And someone lost their life yesterday. 9 times out of 10, over nothing. That's all I wanted to jump on here and tell you all about was the shooting in Henderson, Nevada. Give you an update on number 45, giving the okay for the transition from Mr. Biden into the White House and Miss Kamala Harris. And I don't have an update on the young couple, the African American couple who were found in a Kendall mansion in Florida, in Dade County. As I state, African American couple were found November 17th, decedent in the house of a mansion that was known to have a lot of partying going on and noise and disruption. And I don't have an update. I Googled before I jumped on this evening and I didn't find anything to let me know anything about the two victims, the owner of the home. And as I state, what I heard was from another YouTuber that the young lady had a criminal record. So I guess he was trying to throw shade that, well, her uncle is saying she's a nice girl, a beautiful girl, but she does have a history with law enforcement. And I can't remember if he said something about if the guy had a criminal record or not. But I can't say what the motive is for those two being found dead, excuse me, inside of that home. I don't know if it's drug related. I don't know if it's just revenge or somebody was just jealous. There was a fight, an altercation. I don't know because the police haven't said anything, and I didn't find an update um, about a suspect or the motive for the double homicide. So, four in the room, get y'all full or you shopping? Which is it? You sleeping? Y'all sleeping out there or what? I'm 17 minutes in of craziness and nonsense for the holiday season, bringing you all crazy mayhem and mischief in this entire country, and y'all bellies is full. Or y'all shopping, y'all doing something out there. Tell me what y'all doing. The four that's in the room, tell me what's going on. Say hello to the queen. I don't mind if you say hello. Give me something to do before I go feed my face. Because I've been up a few hours and I haven't had any dinner. I just had maybe 2-3 sips of coffee. Ran an errand today, and the queen is living a whole hum existence right now. Pretty bored, pretty bored, pretty bored. It doesn't even feel like a Friday. I swear, yesterday felt like, and this is every holiday, it always feels like it's a Sunday to me for some weird reason. I don't know why, but it always feels like a Sunday. Whenever there's a holiday through the week, it always feels like a Sunday to me. Just very, very strange. So talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what you guys been doing out there since I went live the other night. Any new happenings? Any new tea? Anything exciting? Today was a beautiful day in the high 10 when I went out just a little while ago to the grocery store to run an errand. I mean, I really didn't even need the little lightweight jacket. I had like a lightweight, like zip up windbreaker on and this, long sleeve shirt and some leggings I had on. And, once you start walking around the store, you start getting a little heat. I thought, shoot, I could take this little jacket off. It was beautiful. I have to say, the high tea, beautiful. Oh, well, that's all I wanted to discuss with you guys. Nothing fabulous going on. It'd be nice if you all would say hello to me, the little six that's watching. Just say hi. I don't mind. I surely don't mind if you stop and say hello to a queen. I surely don't mind. But uh, nothing new. I haven't seen anything new. Oh, one of you asked me the other day about what I've been watching. Hello, Alexis Johnson. Thank you so much for speaking. These people in here, I guess, as they call it, in the bushes, which that's okay. There's nothing wrong with trying to see what a person's talking about and you don't want to speak. I get it. But thank you so much for speaking. Someone on the channel the other day asked me, or in the comment section asked me what I've been watching. So I just turned back on Netflix, Top Boy. Hello, always love yourself first. Hello, good evening to you. Thanks for joining me. Hello. Top Boy is what I'm watching. I just finished the 10th episode late this morning, and it's a little gritty tale of drug trafficking with young men in a housing development in London. And it's very interesting. I think part two, the second season, is going to be called Top Boy Summer House. So I'm going to probably turn it on maybe later this evening. Right now, I don't have anything on. It's got the Roku on, but I don't have it on anything specific. I'm going to probably try to find me something else to entertain myself with. Probably something that's a comedy. Because after I watched Top Boy this morning, I ended up turning on A&E Cold Case, and I knocked myself out of it some kind of way. And then I ended up going to Forensic Files, and I said, you know what? You need to quit watching this mess. Quit watching this crazy stuff, because you don't need to be watching stuff about murder all the time. Y'all don't mind. Queen had to get on the sofa and stretch out. I was gonna sit at my office table in my kitchen, but I decided, you know what? No, big girl, I'm gonna sit back and rear back. I'm gonna sit back and be real still. Matter of fact, I'm pulling these bifocals off too. I don't know why, but I just don't like. I don't like wearing them when I do the live because I can't. Matter of fact, I don't like doing the live or the video or just upload the video because that reflection from the device in my glasses. I don't like that. But then I hate trying to squint, see you guys comments or whatever, like an old person that can't see. No, the queen barely can see. I tell you what though, for those of you who don't really know me, ain't nothing wrong with my hearing. Did you hear what I said? Queen know when you coming in, going out, all of that. My hearing is awesome. That's why I say can't nobody do nothing near my door, down the corner, around the corner from this door. I can hear you when you come up the steps. I can hear you talking. I know if you got bottles of beer in your bag, clinking and clanking. Oh yeah, this queen ears is baby. Hey, once you've lived in the city, you always keep that instinct. You don't miss nothing. I stay on top of stuff. When you live in an apartment anyway, and being a single woman, you need to stay aware of your surroundings. Not to be, nosy or men and people's business, but when you're a single woman, you need to be aware of things. That's the reason why a lot of terrible things happen to women who live in apartments and homes by themselves because they're not aware. They don't pay attention to stuff. See, I'm aware. I listen to noises outside the door. I know when they're coming up, putting something at the door, like a notice or a piece of paper or something. I hear. My hearing as well. Because you don't know what these people do out here. These people cover your peephole, knock on your door, and hope you're stupid enough to open your door without asking who is it. They do that in apartments. For those of you who do not know this, for those of you who are fortunate to be homeowners, they do grimy stuff, baby, in apartment living. But the queen is praying that she'll be coming out of this ho-hum living. Yeah, I'm too old for this. Because, my thing is, I'll be 50 in January. In a couple more years, it'll be time to go back to apartment living from being in a house. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm a little late in the game. This queen is ready to go. Well, I'll give you all a little good news. The little fella I met the other day, this week, the one I told you that's the professional, we are still talking on the phone. Amen. He sends the nicest, sweetest emojis. Oh, Lord have mercy. God help me. God help me. I am thoroughly enjoying myself. The conversation is good. The conversations are good. The conversations are pleasant. The conversations are adult, like grown folks conversations. Nothing derogatory, nothing foul, nothing rank, nothing. Not no sexual talk, nothing. Thank you. God is good. Amen. It's like we finally talk to somebody that's not talking gibberish and, derogatory talk. Because I meet a lot of men, just in conversation, and they seem to be very adamant on letting you know what they like, don't like. And, I think sometimes you need to keep your mouth closed. You don't have to tell everything you feel and think when you first uh, meet a person, by phone or video chat. Or even if I met you in person, let me get to know you. Why don't you try to get to know me first, I mean, that's just how I was raised. I just think, like I said, you can choose to indulge a person in, what I call derogatory talk. But if that's not really you, you just like you going along with the flow, but you're telling yourself, hey, I'm attracted to this person, but I wish they would talk about something else. Ask what kind of music I like. Ask me what I wanted to be when I was a little kid. Ask me something that's of substance. I mean, like I said, everybody's different, but this guy's totally different. He is a professional. I was reading his text from the other day, and I remember inside of it, it said something about relocating. He said something about relocating to Nashville in the middle of the month or next month, and I thought, well, that'd be nice. He'll then be 3 hours from the Queen. Thank you, Palace and Pug. It was simple and ho hum, honey. Wasn't nothing going on special. The Queen stayed to herself because she didn't want to go out catching COVID because COVID at the moment is a bit rampant here in the Knoxville, Tennessee, outside county areas. So I did not want to be exposed to COVID, even though I wanted to mingle with some people. It would have been nice, but I just didn't want to be up under nobody, and I didn't want anybody over on top of me breathing because certain places you go, the people aren't wearing masks daily. So naturally, if you're in the house with them, they won't have no mask on because I wouldn't want it on in the house myself. But I'm saying a lot of people, younger people, they're not wearing masks, period. So if you're sitting around them, in a house and you don't know who they've been around exposed to, uh-uh. Hey, you in Nevada, did you hear about that shooting? I'm sure that's probably why you jumped on. You saw the title of my video. Where are you in Nevada, baby? You heard about that couple that went on the shooting spree out there in Nevada? Because that's the title of my video today. I did give an update about number 45 attempting to concede and the couple in Florida. Since you just jumped on, I've been discussing that. There's no update to the black couple found in Kendall, Florida. There's no update on the suspect or a motive for that. And I mentioned about number 45 attempting to concede and getting his tail out the White House. But I did discuss the shooting in Nevada, a couple shooting random people in Nevada, and they have been apprehended in the state of Arizona. You live in Reno, so northern Nevada, about 9 hours from Vegas. Oh, okay. I had an aunt that lived in Reno. I never met her, but my grandmother used to talk about her all the time when I was growing up. She used to talk about her. It was her aunt that lived in Reno, but I had never met the lady when I was younger. So I've never even been to Nevada. To you true, I haven't even been nowhere near that far west. Nowhere. I grew up in the Midwest. Chicago is considered Midwest. Of course, when we live in the South, we would call it North, going north. Somebody argued with me about that one day. Chicago ain't north. I said, well, if you're in the South, retard, it's considered north. You got to go north to get there. Damn. So you're supposed to argue with you about anything. Honey, anywhere above Kentucky is considered north. It's always been that way. I mean, and black folks know this more than anything. We've always called upper states north. That's how that's how it's always been described. We're going up north. It didn't matter if you was going to the damn East Coast. Oh, thank you, baby. She said, don't understand geography. Well, they don't. Well, they don't. Naturally, I mean, I can honestly say that once you come up the interstate, going to Chicago, you come out of Kentucky, you come out of Ohio, because most people don't know that. You come out of Cincinnati, you come out of Indianapolis. When you make that little turn going around the interstate, it will say west. It will say west then because you're far way up the highway. But when you start down here where I'm at, and you're going on the interstate is going to say I-75 north. It don't mean it's going to stay north, of course, But anyway, I ain't going to argue with nobody about what no interstate sign going to say. If you think, well, whatever, baby. Look, it's whatever. It ain't no big deal. Right now, the Queen is south in East Tennessee. I'm in the eastern part of the state of Tennessee. For those of you who aren't familiar with this area, Tennessee, it is a long state. It is a long state. Go look it up. Pull it up right now. If you look at the state of Tennessee, it's a long state. Each state is made so differently. Texas is a big state. Florida is a longer state. This state is long. This state is, ooh, there's places in this state I've never even heard of before. Like when I pull up articles, things happening in the Newsbreak app, and I'll be like, where is that? I've never heard of that place. Honey, you got places, this state touches Kentucky, this state touches Virginia, this state touches Alabama, this state touches Mississippi, this state touches Georgia, North Carolina. Well, I'm trying to name all the states Tennessee touches. And it's just like any other state. Every state touches another state. Sometimes we don't really think about that. Yeah, this is a wide old state. And it ain't hitting on nothing, let me tell you. Where I am, it ain't hitting on nothing. It's boring, and COVID has made it worse. Hello, Lakita. Sorry if I'm squinting because I took my bifocals off. Hey, homegirl, big Ange. That's all right. That's so sweet. Well, I got me 15 in the room in 31 minutes. I say I picked up. I guess y'all tired of eating. Y'all want to see what big girl talking about. Honey, she ain't talking about nothing. She just wanted to jump on to wish you all a happy holiday, happy belated Thanksgiving. I hope you all ate well. I hope you all are safe. Uh, the two people I mentioned about bringing me something extra to eat, they ain't brought me nothing. They ain't even returned a phone call and say, here's your dressing or potato salad or whatever. Well, you should know the queen gonna make something to eat regardless. I'm not gonna starve, as you see. My face is a little bit fatter, and I said I was gonna walk today. I might take a walk tonight. Pray for me. The coyotes don't get me. Lord, 'cause they have a whole lot of ham to eat on. They get a hold of one of these thighs. Chicago, Lakita Hi, Lakita. Where in Chicago, honey? You know the queen grew up in Chicago. I've been thinking about old Chicago. Oh, that's my home. I grew off of 47th and Calumet. And I also lived off of 51st and King Drive in the big building right across from Washington Park. I stayed there briefly before I came back to Tennessee as a preteen. hmm The Queen's been down here a mighty long time. And there ain't nothing going on down here. Boring as hell. Oh, you went to diet, really? Oh my God. Shut up. Okay. I went back to Chicago my eighth grade year. Because I came down when I was 11 and then didn't like it and went back. I stayed there 2 years, went back my eighth grade year, and I was bused to a predominantly white school called Byrne Elementary. I think that would be, I don't know if that's southwest, further south. I ain't good with directions, but it was in a white neighborhood. Hello, 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 Stephanie. Hello, hello. I'm 2 years older than you, but I live in Country Club Hills. Oh, you live in Country Club Hills? How nice. I've always heard about Country Club Hills. I heard about Country Club Hills a lot when I got a little bit older. That was a nice place to live. I don't know. Let me tell you something. When you're a young girl growing up in the city, in the inner city, I'm going to speak for myself. This young girl always wanted to live on the lake. I always wanted to live on Lakeshore Drive because even then I had goals of wanting to be an entertainer, movie star. I had big dreams when I was a young girl. And I always said, if I get me a little money, I'm gonna get me a skybox on Lakeshore Drive, the north side. And I always had a fixation for the north side. I guess because I grew up on the south side, so I didn't care for the south side much. You know, and after my parents, buried both my parents a year and a half apart a few years ago, that south side just did something to me, make me just sick. If I go up there now, just oh Lord, I can't do that south side. I can't look at them people over there. I can't. I just can't do it. It just made me sick to my stomach just looking at the people and I love Chicago, but it's when you're dealing with death, things look ugly to you. They look real ugly to you. I ate all right, TWT the vlogger. I ate okay. Yeah, but I've always had a fascination with the North Side. I love the North Side of Chicago. I always have. She said, I don't go to the city. You don't? Why? Honey, shut up. What you mean you don't go to, what you mean you don't go to the city? You don't go to any events or anything? Ooh, girl, now you showing out now. Don't start no mess. All the little function, you scared. Oh, baby. Okay, I understand. Dang. I hate to hear that. Well, I don't know. My brother and sister, oh no, she got her thumbs down. Oh, well, my brother and sister, they still up there in that hole. And my brother and his wife live, as far as I know, last time I talked to them, they right there in the heart of the city on the south side. And my sister is 95th. She live off of 95th in a house, I guess. Who knows? But the point I'm making, they're in the heart of the city. They're not in nobody's suburbs. And my brother, he still got a street person's mentality, so he don't even want a house. He didn't want to get his wife a home or nothing. Talking about he don't want to cut no grass. I thought Negro in Chicago you ain't gonna have no grass. You gonna have a little bitty patch. And damn, if you can't even excuse my language, if you can't even cut a patch of grass, oh, I'm telling their business, but I'm just telling the truth. That don't even make no logical sense to say I don't want no house because I don't want to cut no grass. It ain't like you about to get no big old uh no big old y'all know what I'm saying. It ain't like Tennessee where you can get a big spread, a lot, an acre, and be complaining about cutting the grass. In Chicago, all those houses are right stacked up on top of each other, those bungalows. You don't have no whole lot of grass. A strip in front of your house, a strip in front of the neighbor's house, and then you have a little bit of grass in the back. 9 times out of 10, it's fenced in. Then you have a little garage in the back. You know what I'm saying? And then behind the garage is an alley. That's how the Chicago's made up. When you sitting there talking about cutting some grass. I don't want no house. I don't want to cut no grass. Child, go somewhere. I thought we're gonna keep giving all your money to them rich people, them foreigners that own those apartment buildings up there. Because that building he live in, I saw a logo for that sign on the west side one day when I was in there fooling with my father when he was sick, and I said, this company must be big because I saw their logo on the west side of Chicago off of Austin Boulevard, and I was like, shoot, these people making big money. You know what I'm saying? Renting apartments to folks, poor folks. And once you start paying $700 in rent in an apartment, I don't care if it's for a 1 bedroom or two, wherever you stay in America, you might as well find you a little house. Of course, I understand, like here where I live, water is free. The water is free in the apartment. But there's other people that live in my area, they have to pay in apartment water, gas, and electric. Look, I'm a homeowner cutting big lawns. Go on, girl. I ain't no hater. I love to see my people doing well. That's one thing about me. Anybody tell you about the queen? You come tell me you got a new car, you got a new job, a promotion, you got a bigger house, you got a condo. Oh, the queen is congratulating. That's one thing about me. I do not hate. And I don't care if you blue, green, black, white, short, fat, tall. You come tell the queen you got something new with your government name on it. I am happy for you. I am proud of you because it is a lot to become a homeowner. It is a big responsibility. And I know a lot of times people are crying about the bills they have to pay. Oh, anytime, my kid, anytime. It is hard right now for people, trying to decide if they're going to even be able to sustain and keep a job, income, their cars, all that. But I'm happy for you. Y'all see my little ugly tree back here? That topiary is coming out of here. It's coming out of here. That's just for decoration. I told you I like palm trees, but anyway, I like to have something in the background when I'm talking to y'all so it don't look so plain. But guess what? The queen is tired of being in an apartment. Guess what? I'm praying. Oh, honey. Look, I'm enamored right now with this little fella. I told him, I said, I talked about you in my live. He's like, really? I said, yes, I did. He is a very important man. He says he don't think he's important. I said, you work with the national government. How are you not important? You're a lobbyist. I'm going to go on and throw his business out there right quick. Y'all don't know his name, so it don't matter. But that's what he does. He works with government officials, also a consultant. I said, Queen, I must say you did good this time. I didn't reach out. I didn't know him. He just said hello to me on the date site. Said hello. I said hello back. Lord, I was thinking about what somebody said today. My neighbor, that girl talk crazy. She said something about, well, you never know these men these days. They could be married. The first thing I thought was, like, why is she blowing my high? Don't start talking about nobody being married, because I would be just really disappointed. I would. I would be very disappointed. But like I told her, the times that I've talked to him the past couple of nights has been in the late hour. We've talked almost 12 o'clock my time here, East Tennessee, a.m. So that would have put it at 9 in California. So we talked then. I got up this morning, called him early, which was almost 8 California time in the morning. So you all see where I'm going. The queen dials that number at times when you know a man would not be answering no phone if he had a cutie pie or a wife. You know, that's how you do it. You say, "Oh, I gotta get up early. I have a meeting." Also, the queen waited, and I said, "Okay, I'm gonna call when I think he might be going into that little meeting." It was probably 10 till what 8 a.m. He should answer that phone. And when I called the other night, early in the morning, baby, hmm, he was getting ready to board an airplane to go to California from Texas. So I was like, huh, if he got a cutie, she must be a hard sleeper. Listen to me. I said she got it. She must be a hard sleeper because he talking to me. Why she right there? If there is a female, just saying if, which I'm hoping it ain't. I told my neighbor, don't be talking about no other gals. I don't want to hear nothing about no other gals. But the point is, we have yet to meet, so it doesn't matter. It's just conversation at this point. So you have to start somewhere. I'm praying that he is a decent person, and I just have to wait and see. But he did mention to me last night that he wants to go on vacation, because there is a resort that's not too far from here, and it's a place I used to frequent when I was a little girl and I used to come down from Chicago. My grandparents had a timeshare um, at this place, Fairfield Glade, and he said he had a timeshare there many moons ago. So I'm hoping he comes for vacation next month and ooh, take a queen for the weekend. Ooh, honey, bitch, shut your mouth. I'm spilling the tea in 43 minutes. Yes, I am. Why not? I know what to tell y'all, not tell you. Because I see, look, last week, like I told you, I had a stalker talking crazy on here, all up in my peripheral, like they know me, don't know a damn thing about me. Half don't even know what size shoe I wear. Hell, don't even know if I can walk. Y'all ain't never seen me walk. While I could be in a damn wheelchair. People are crazy, just envious and jealous hearted and just mean spirited. Yes, Cheryl Ray. Hello. I did. It was simple. Could have been better, but I stayed in. I didn't want to catch COVID. These demons ain't about to give me no COVID. Because it's out here. That COVID out here with skates on. Well, what's good? What's good? 16 thumbs up, 14 in the house. Thank you so kindly for joining me. I'm hearing good things. What you hearing, Cheryl Ray? What you hearing? What you hearing, baby? What you hearing? Share with us. Share with us. Share anything. The Queen is talking about the shooting in Nevada. Why in the world this couple will go and shoot these people? Makes me sick. My friend. Oh, yes. He's nice. He really is. Only thing I hate at this moment, I don't want to use that word. Wait. Let me check myself because you have to be careful. Use the wrong adjectives. What I dislike at this moment is he doesn't have a lot of time chatting because he's jumping on airplanes and flying over here and business meetings and this and that. And Oh man, I'm just like, oh, dang. No, ma'am, I just heard your friend. Huh? Oh, you talking about my neighbor? What the neighbor said about him having a woman? Is that what you talking about, Cheryl? Now, don't you start too now. Well, like I said, we will see. We will see what he got. You know, my daddy once told me many moons ago, when you meet a man, you always go to his place. I use speech to text and I always mess up. Oh, okay, that's okay. My daddy always told me, it's best to date a man that has his own. And of course, the only way you're going to know a man has his own is if you actually go to his own place. So that's why it's not good to have people, men, let's say, come to your home when you first meet them. Okay? You always want to be able to go to their home. That way you can see where they live. And you know, okay, he lives alone. Okay? I don't see any women paraphernalia lying around to allude to the fact that there is also a lady staying here or visits frequently. But see, these days, the game is still the same. The men always want to come to your place as soon as they meet you. I don't care where you meet them. I don't care if it's on a date site. I don't care if it's Walmart. I don't care if it's at a bar, a club, Home Depot. It's always let me have your number. Then you exchange the number. And as soon as you start talking, don't really want to try to ask you nothing important. Well, where you stay at? What side of town you on? I hear that often. Matter of fact, they'll ask you that just on the phone and ain't met you yet in person. I always want to know what side of town. What side of town you on? What side of town you on? I'm in the middle of the town. That's where the hell I'm at. Hell, you care. Listen to me. I'm so evil. I can be sweet, but I can be mean too. It's like, what is you talking about? They do. That's all they want to know is where you live. Because all they want to do is just come in, come over. It's like, dang, you already letting a woman know you don't want nothing because you don't even want to take her out. You're supposed to ask a lady out. That's one thing. Lakeith, let me tell you something. I can say that the few times when I would go to Chicago on vacation, like for Christmas, and I'd meet a guy while I was up there, they weren't asking to come see me where I stayed. Because naturally I would be visiting my mother. They never said, can I come to your house? Can I come over there? First thing they say is, I'll come pick you up and I will take you out. Where would you like to go, ma'am? What would you like to do? I can say a lot of them city men are different. Not like these southern men. These southern men, all they want to do is come to your home, come to your house, come to your apartment. Up north, some of the men I've met, I'm not going to say all, but a few I met back in the day in my 30s, they always offered to take me out. Take me out somewhere. Wasn't trying to come to no house. And then once you let it be known, hey, I don't live here in Chicago. I'm visiting. Well, naturally, he's thinking, hell, I ain't about to go sit up in somebody's house. I don't know. She's visiting somebody, so I'm not gonna sit up in some stranger's house. Which that's the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to want to take a lady out, and that's something I don't like with my African American brothers as of late. Not all, but some. They do not want to take a woman out on a date. And I understand that if you're on a dating site and you just, looking and browsing, trying to decide what you like, you message, woo, 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 you may not have the funds to take different women out. Is you enjoying this year so far? What you mean this so far? This year over. Who are you asking me that? Now don't get me start talking crazy over here. What you mean this far? This been a crazy year. Have you not noticed? With all the shenanigans going on, COVID, this and that, economics terrible. Ooh, God, pray for us for 2021. I'm serious now. But back to what I was saying. It's nice to have men offer a lady, take her out. Even if it's just say, we can go sit in a park and talk, or a coffee house if you just don't want to uh, spending money on a date or lunch. Because like I said, I understand men maybe, talking to different women or checking out different women they're interested in, and maybe they don't have, I hate to say this, the funds to take 2 or 3 women out on a date in a week, because I guess it could add up. You start taking out different women on dates. But there are other ways you can court a lady without having to take her out to eat. Like I said, you can meet at a coffee house, you can meet at a park, just take a stroll and talk, because that's all you're supposed to be doing anyway. That's when you know that they don't want nothing, because most of them don't want to talk. Everybody just want to come over. I've never seen anything like it. I ain't doing nothing. When you gonna be home? I ain't. She said it has not been a good year for anyone that I know. Oh, Cheryl, oh, I hate to hear that. Well, I've had some stressful things happen here recently. You know, a bunch of bullshit. Excuse my language, but I'm letting God work it out, because, as they say, there's only so much a man can do, a woman can do. You believe in God, you will have to turn it over. You let Him handle it, because there's just certain things that's out of our control. And when things are out of our control, and and you do believe in God, you know that He's the only one that's going to be able to work it out. You know, and sometimes it's hard. Uh, you know, turning it over. I can speak personally. I'm a warrior. I've always been a warrior. I've been a warrior since I was a child. So it's hard even at 49 to just say, okay, I don't have control over this situation. I'm just going to have to pray about it and let God do his thing with this situation, do his thing with these demons. He going to have to work it out. But as somebody said the other day, well, you got your arms, your legs. Somebody's watching on TV. You got your feet. You got this. You got that. But the flip side of that is, when you're going through something, you don't think about having arms and legs and feet and a beating heart, because you're upset about whatever it is you're going through. You know you're breathing. You know you can walk. You know you can still talk, hear, see. But when you're going through something, you're not focusing on that. You know what I'm saying? You're not focusing on somebody else that's in a worse case scenario. You're not focusing on somebody that's sickly, because you're too busy concerned about your own self at that time. Yes, you're right. We must be grateful to God, because He is always here. Yes. And that's a thing. Another thing is trying to remain humble and grateful, because I guess sometimes we can claim negative things into existence as well, because that's said in Psalms, speak it and it shall be so. So we can go out here and say all kind of stuff out of anger, out of being facetious. You can get mad, cuss your car out, cuss this out, and then you wake up one day, you ain't got no engine, no transmission. You know what I'm saying? You don't like living somewhere. You don't like the town you in. You don't like the people you're around. The next thing you know, you got to move. See, you can claim it without even trying to claim it. That's why you have to be careful with yourself, your own tongue, because you don't never know what situation you're gonna be in. But I know the devil is busy. I know he's got foot soldiers, and they are working diligently, and they will work against us, because that's their job. They don't got no life, no existence, so they don't mind trying to take you down. But what they don't know is a queen is highly favored. I tell people that all the time. I'm just like that old song, Tears of a Clown. I can walk around here and got heavy burdens, and people don't even know it. Because sometimes, you just can't wear your heart on your sleeve. You still smile and speak to people, but people don't know, hey, this person is really going through something. And that's with everybody. A lot of people got real problems, situations going on, and we don't know what they got going on, because they're not telling us. And naturally, you don't tell strangers, your business, what you're going through. But I'm praying for all of you. Just pray for me, honey. Keep a queen in your prayers, because I surely appreciate it. I appreciate you all tuning in with my little 10 listeners. Some of you jumped off, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'm not gonna hold you all, because I need to eat me a little something. But I just want to jump on and give you all the 411 pertaining to Mr. 45. He has 10% handed the baton over to Mr. Biden, because the GSA has already started. the transition for Mr. Biden and Kamala to step on into the White House. And number 45 is waiting on a certification from the Electoral College that Biden is the winner. But as I state, the media had already said he was the winner, and some are feeling like that was too soon. But I thought, how was it too soon? They did it just like how they did it years beforehand. So what is the problem? Why all of a sudden now the media's at fault for saying Biden won? I don't understand. Well, you're right. The devil, he is busy. He's gonna always be busy. That's his job. I mean, he needs friends. He needs foot soldiers. He needs them. He wants somebody to work with him. That's he got to have that. He got to have a listener. He got to have an ear. He wouldn't be doing his job if he didn't get you to listen and say, yeah, okay, I'll ride with you. I go a couple blocks down there with you, old Satan. And before you know it, you've been on the whole trip. You ain't never got off the bus or the train. Quit playing. Yeah, he's a sly old fox. But what he don't know is the queen ain't worried about him. I ain't worried about him at all. Because I know his job. I know what he do. I know how he use people. I know. I just like I was telling my neighbor today. You sit up and talk to folks. They laugh and smile in your face, and folks talk about you like a damn dog. The landlord too. She's old. She's old. A mutt bucket. Yeah, I'm saying it on my live. I don't care. I'm claiming it all. A mutt bucket. And I told that girl, you better be careful what you complain about to that heathen. Because one minute she talking bad about the other woman upstairs, and then this woman now telling me she complaining about a certain neighbor up there, and now this crazy woman trying to act like, well, I haven't got any complaints on this lady before. Well, you was just trying to get me to lie on her a few months ago that she was part of the noise problem. Now you're telling this other tenant who's coming to you saying that she's keeping her up, banging on the door and stuff. Now you're trying to tell that tenant, well, call the police. I ain't had no complaints about her banging on other people's door. Well, why would we come tell you that she's banging on our door? I'm already public enemy number one, complaining about these stupid ass folks above me. So you think I'm going to come tell you this other woman is a problem? What would be the point? But you see how sly this woman is? Months ago, she's trying to get me to lie on this woman as the culprit of my noise complaint, trying to say the people above me not making the noise. It's this other lady. Now, months later, she's telling this other neighbor, tenant, well, I haven't heard anything about her banging on people's doors and this and that. But you just tried to get me to lie on that same person a few months ago as my noise problem. You see how that white woman had flipped that quick? She flipped that quick to try to get me to lie on this woman months ago as my noise problem. But now another neighbor is complaining on this lady, and she trying to tell her, call the police on her. We have to have documentation, and I ain't had no complaints from anybody else in the building. But she didn't mind trying to get me to lie on that same person months ago. See, that's why I tell y'all. Y'all have no idea what people go through in life. Stupid, petty stuff. And that's why I said, I am 49. I don't have time for this type of silliness. To me, this is silly and ghetto ratchet, dorm room type, as you right, messy. This is dorm room type behavior. Whenever you have to live in a place where you can't say nothing about nothing, you can't complain about nothing, you are wasting your time, and you're wasting any money that you paying for rent or whoever pay your rent. It's a waste. And I tell people, the higher the rent you pay, the better the results. You go pay rent in an upscale neighborhood, truthful, I think you have less problems. I'm not saying stuff can't go down. I'm not saying you can't have rowdy neighbors or drug addict neighbors. You're going to have people use drugs and keep a mess anywhere you go. But what I'm saying is, I think the landlords tend to be more attentive to your issues. I mean, no matter what they are. If the apartment condo building is higher income, and when I mean higher income, I mean way up there, like homeowner income. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. It's just something I've noticed over the years. because I've been in higher income apartment complexes, townhouse, developments, and I didn't hear people complain a lot about having issues with their neighbors, with their manager or owners of the property or whatever. It seems to be anything working class, even mid grade apartment living, people tend to have more issues. I'm just saying, it's just the way it is. But what they don't know is a queen is leaning on faith. She ain't thinking about none of them. I'm just keeping it real. I don't have time for that old gutter trash type mentality. I don't care if you are the owner of the building, you're the manager of the building, if you the tenant, you act like an old punk thug, you got a ghetto ratchet attitude, you got a low rent attitude about yourself. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I don't want to hold no conversation with you because we're not on the same level. I'm just keeping it real, and this is my attitude with anybody. I don't care, and the race don't got nothing to do with it. I'm just saying I don't like problems. I don't like mess. I don't like people who don't care about other people. I don't like people who are disrespectful. They don't have no respect for other people. And one thing I've learned, people out here today, they just don't have no respect for you, and it ain't just in apartment living. It's everywhere. I do know this. I also know that you can have ratchet neighbors and be a homeowner. I've heard some stories of neighbors killing each other over stupid stuff. They too busy taking care of this. Right. People get the wrong neighbor. They arguing over who ain't cut the grass. Grass too high over here. Your fence is over here. Your friends and family parking, in front of their home. But you know better than that anyway. You know you ain't supposed to park on people's property when you're a homeowner. So you have more leeway when you're a homeowner. Because see what people do in apartments, you can get away with a lot of mess in apartments. But if you lived in a home, there's certain things you cannot do, such as you can't park your car up on somebody's driveway or their property or their grass. All the person got to do is call 911 or call the tow company. Oh, yes, I have an unidentified car parked in my driveway. I'd like to have it towed, please. Oh, yes, there's a car parked on my grass. I'd like to have it towed. So you can't do that in no apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? Somebody out there hooping and hollering, making noise or whatever. You dare not say anything because you got to worry about fighting them or arguing with them. See, they like that when you're a homeowner. Let somebody crazy come walk up on your property. It don't matter if you know them. They be standing at the edge of the driveway, beating your mailbox, standing at your front porch, standing on your lawn. They decide they want to get crunk. You already know what you got to do. You can call 911. You let the police handle it. And the person, the police is going to say to that person, oh, what you doing here? You don't stay here. Your name ain't on the deed and your name ain't on the lease. So, sir, ma'am, why you here? Y'all know what I'm saying. That's why I love seeing people live in homes. I understand everybody's not gonna be able to afford a house, but there's nothing wrong with being a homeowner because you just have more freedom to be relaxed, to be more comfortable. If you're the type you like to entertain, you like to have guests over, friends, family, barbecues, whatever. Because a lot of people like to entertain. They like to entertain sports seasons, and have people over. Naturally, when you live in an apartment, you're not gonna be able to just have people over, trying to watch a game because people get loud and might have too many drinks or whatever, and that's not gonna be good if you're living over somebody and you're hollering and screaming when somebody make a touchdown or whatever. So that's why I'm saying, to me, cheaper to live in an apartment because you don't have to pay as many bills as you would, of course, in a house. But at least in a home, you have more leeway to do things as far as entertaining guests, having more privacy. You understand what I'm saying? Not too many people being around you that can be busy and causing problems and eavesdropping and going by your door trying to see if they can hear who in there, who you're talking to. You wouldn't believe the stuff that go on in apartments. I'll tell anybody. I was telling that girl today about that other thing upstairs. That's a busybody. He knows he always walking around the building, coming up my back stairs. Now you live on the third floor facing the parking lot. Why is you walking around the building coming up these stairs by my door? Then he'll come out of his apartment and walk across the corridor, down the stairs, past my door, then back across the corridor and back down the stairs. when he's already got a set of stairs at his door, when he can just go straight down, you understand what I'm saying? To the bottom, to the parking lot, to his car. But see, they think you don't watch stuff like that. I've been watching them since I've been living here, almost 3 years. And what he don't know is, guess what? Queen already know what you up to. You lurk a lot. And I've said this before in one of my videos. It is unnatural for you to come outside every time I come outside. I stand at the curb, he come outside. I go to the mailbox, he come outside. Go to the trash, he come outside. Now you know that's not normal. And I believe it was what? Wednesday, I was standing out in the parking lot talking to the neighbor. She was, doing something in her car. And I be damned. He come open his patio door. Because as I stated, his apartment faces the parking lot. He opens the door, cracks it, trying to be nosy. Yeah, I know what's something wrong with him, Cheryl. I know what's something wrong with him. So it's like, why are you opening your door? Because we've probably been standing there talking probably 10 minutes or less. We weren't talking about nothing special, just girl talk. And all of a sudden, here this nosy son of a you-know-what, opening his balcony door. And I thought, now what is you opening your door for? What you trying to hear? We ain't talking about nothing. So finally I told her, I said, well, he done opened his door. Come on, let's go. So we walked across the parking lot, hit the curb. We standing at the bottom landing. And she started talking, and I just did just like this to let her know, be quiet. He's up there with the door open. He don't need to hear what we talking about. Because, see, I don't want nobody putting my name on nothing. And it don't even have to be that we talking about anything important. But you got to remember, he's eavesdropping. Does he ever try to talk to you, or is he just lurking? We were speaking back in the spring when he came to my door one Saturday morning because he had heard me telling the people upstairs I was sick of them banging noise around. So he came the next day to say, I'm sorry about the problems you're having with the people next door to me. I used to work with the husband at a fast food restaurant years back. You seem like a really nice lady. I see you going to church every Sunday, blah, blah, blah. See, that right there let me know he was watching me. How you know I go to church every Sunday? How you know? Oh, because you saw the church van picking me up. Is that it? Y'all see where I'm going? Watching. He's been watching. So he just started talking. Maybe we can get together and pray. Maybe we can get together. Or get together and pray where? Because you sure the hell ain't coming up in here. That's the Christian side of me talking. You're not coming up in here. But that's the point I'm trying to make. He was trying to make peace with me, I guess, because he knew I didn't care for him from the year before when he knocked on my door my first year here, the winter of 18. He knocked on my door once, talking about my music was loud or something. And I thought, what the hell is this man talking about? Dude, you don't even live on my floor. And he said, oh, I came in the other night at midnight and I heard your music playing. I said, well, do you hear the music playing now? And he said, no. I said, well, because you didn't hear it then. I shut the door and let him know. You don't come to my house. But I had heard before he likes to bother people like that. It is stalking behavior because I have a relative who was living here before I moved in this apartment, a younger girl. And I asked her one day, did she have a problem out of him when she lived here? And she said, yeah, I was pulling up in my car one day and he walked up to my car and said, you need to turn your music down. So he's got some fascination with bothering women and approaching them about music in their cars, music in their apartment, walking by their doors. He's busy. And even the girl who lives across from him, she said that he tried talking to her, seemed like he had an interest in her, and that he came out the other day when she was talking to her son or somebody, and he tried to play it off like he was looking at his car. So you done came all the way down 3 flights of stairs out of the blue to go look in your trunk or whatever, and then go look at her and say, oh, hey, how you doing? I ain't see you, blah, blah, blah. You knew she was down there in the first place. That was the reason why you went down there. And then he had to go to ask her who her company was. So, see, he's messy. Girl, not to the screen. Well, he couldn't have his ear to the screen because I was on the second floor. So, unless he got wings, he can fly. he's messy. Just keeping it real. He's just messy. He's one of them type of men that don't got no life, don't got no woman, don't got no wife, don't have an outlet. He is one of those type of people that lets his living domain be his entire existence. I know many people who live like that. They don't have a life. They're worried about everybody coming and going. They're worried about everybody's car, when it moved, didn't move, if it's got a tag on it, right tag. Y'all see what I'm saying? A busybody. And really, it's weird when you see men that act like women. Always want to, hey, how you doing? Who was that you was talking to? I didn't know you knew him. You ain't supposed to know who somebody knew because it's none of your business. If I don't know you and you and I not friends, what do you care about who you saw me talking to in the parking lot or the grocery store or whatever? If you and I don't have a rapport, then whoever you see me talking to, it's none of your business. And he is like that. Because that girl said something about it today. He gonna ask her about her company, asking her who her visitor was. How the hell you gonna ask somebody who their visitor is? That might start acting out. He can act out. Well, what he gonna do? I'm coming up 3 years being here. That's the best he done was knock on that door a few months after me living here. I think I had been here January, February, March. 2 months. 2 months or so. 2 or 3 months. He knocked on the door about that music. He's never came back again. And then he said something to me this spring when I was saying something to these people above me about the noise or whatever. About him being loud. And he waited the next day, which was a Saturday. And he came with that, I see you go to church. You seem like a nice person. You're trying to live right. Sorry you're having problems. Blah, blah, blah. Can I pray with you? I read him like a $2 grocery store novel. No, baby. You can pray for me from your house. We don't need to get together and have no prayer meeting. I got folks for that. Hello? If I need any type of prayer, if I need any type of meeting, I will call the pastor directly. I can call the pastor anytime and say, big girl needs you to pray for. Big girl need to talk to you. A big girl needs a meeting. Big girl don't need no outsiders in no prayer room. I'm not that lonely and that weak-minded to go in your house and pray with you, somebody who you has already creeped me out, and I've noticed your tendencies since I've been living here. You think I'm actually going to sit up here and be in a room trying to pray with you? Or have you come in this house and have you pray in my apartment? No, baby. And I know he likes dating and falling with the women because he tried talking to my little elderly neighbor, and he had lured her up to his apartment a couple months ago. He think don't nobody know about it, but the children caught him because they saw his number on her call ID box. Now this motherfucker's supposed to be, excuse my language, woo! Sorry, I slipped that out. He's 68. The old woman is 84, about to turn 85. She may have already turned 85 this year. What are you doing luring an 84-year-old woman up to your house and you 68 years old? I'll wait. Now, mind you, the woman got dementia, right? She has never come up to my apartment on her own. I'd have to go get her and bring her up here to my apartment to visit. So it struck me odd when the daughter was calling my phone, was in my DM asking me had I seen her mama. And I said, no, I ain't seen your mama. The next day I said, I ain't seen your mama. And she's like, well, we can't find her. All alone, that old lady that crept up 3 flights of stairs, y'all, to this you-know-what apartment. Because he been talking to her, got the number, all of that, and then lured her up there. Now, you know that's wrong. You know that's wrong. You know he was wrong and he's foul to be screwing this woman, this old woman. What you want with her? And we can only imagine what he did with her up in that apartment. Do y'all get my drift? Because she was up there at least an hour or so. But the daughter said she was gone. Because they said they watched her, because they have cameras in her house. So they watched her get dressed, just maybe thought she was going outside or something, just sit on her porch. No, Queen then went to outside her porch, locked she door, and then walked down the sidewalk and climbed 3 flights of stairs to go to this man's apartment. And ain't no telling what he did with that woman up in there with his nasty tail. So I know what he about. And I had already heard rumors about him last year trying to talk to another lady who's she's probably in her 70s, early 70s at least, late 60s, early 70s. So they'd be around the same age. But the point still remains, you like bedding your neighbors. And I find something wrong with that. I don't think it's a good idea for any neighbors to date, have sexual relations, because things can get really ugly and nasty. And what you gonna do when something pop off, y'all live in the same apartment complex or development or whatever, it's gonna be a problem. So the fact that I heard rumors about him and another woman last year that they were trying to court, and then I have verification that he took the older lady up to his apartment and gave her the apartment number, whatever, and she went up there, and then he was lurking around my doors all this time, and then now the newer neighbor who's been up here since what, March, she's saying he's acting a little too intuitive with her. What you say, baby? You really watch that one because he sounds like that guy acting out. He's taking advantage of her in some kind of way. We know it. Well, of course we know it. Of course we know it. Yeah, like I said, the phone logs don't lie. If the daughter said his number was on the mother's call ID box, the call ID told him. So they done went back and scrolled to see how many times he's holding a conversation with her. So you've been talking to her, then she went missing. Well, you're right. And that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I forgot that part. It's a good thing you mentioned that, Queen. When I asked the daughter, what did he say? Because she said she's going to go confront him. And she did. She went and confronted him and told him, I don't want you calling my mama no more. And I don't want her in your house no more. And he said, okay. He told her the reason that how the mama got to his house was that she was lost. Well, think about that for a minute. She lived on the ground level. You on the third level. If you met her down on the bottom level and she told you she didn't know where she lived or whatever, which I know is a lie, wouldn't you have walked her down to her door and said, well, ma'am, this is your apartment right here. I'll wait till you go in and lock yourself in. Y'all see where I'm going with that? How is she lost and then climbed her way all the way to the third floor of your apartment? And she live on the ground level. So how the hell she get lost up 3 flights of stairs when she's never even walked up to nobody's apartment on her own, to my knowledge and to their knowledge? Y'all see what I'm saying? So now, out of the blue, she been down here for years, and she's just now deciding she want to start walking up to other people's apartments, climbing stairs. I'll wait. No, you saw her one day out there. You sat with her one day because I caught him sitting in her porch one morning. And so you probably asked her for her phone number. She gave it to you. And then when you was feeling frisky, you called that old lady up, told her you'll look out for her so she'll know which building and entrance to come in. And she climbed her way up to that third floor apartment. And God knows what the hell happened in that apartment. And if you think I don't know that you did something with it, you must think I'm a damn fool. But if you think you getting ready to get some of Queen, I don't think so, because I'm not that lonely and ain't that desperate. I ain't screwing my neighbor. Sorry. He ain't got no shame. Why would he be ashamed, Stephanie? Stephanie, you still been hanging on. Thank you. You see how these open discussions go from one thing to the other. We talk about the president to somebody getting shot out in Nevada to old folks getting taken advantage of in an apartment complex. Honey, the stories I can tell you, child, let me tell y'all something. Queen has lived. This 49 years old. Baby, I could write a book. Many people have told me that. Angela, the stories you tell are unbelievable. Thank you, Palace and Pugs. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. But no, I'm just saying, this is life. And asked her that, yeah. But see, he waited till nighttime. You should tell stories on your channel. I have told a story on my channel. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. If you go back in the winter and jog your memory back to The Vanishing Bride, that is a story about this raggedy place. I never told y'all that. I can tell you now because I don't care. Because I had to watch what I say. Hey, Chi Chi, hey. But you should do story times once a week. Oh, that would be good. Okay, I might do that. Tracy, I'm sorry, Tracy, how are you? Hello, I want everybody to say hello to Tracy. She's in the UK. She finally caught me live. Oh, I feel so good. Tracy, I hope you're well. I hope you get your COVID test, and I hope you get that polyp or thing, whatever you've got going on in your mouth. I'm going to have to come fly over there myself and yank it out your mouth. Because I hate to hear you've been this sick all this time. Can't go to the doctor. But yeah, the reason why, and I'm going to be honest with you all, you know, when you have a platform such as this, you have to be very careful what you talk about, because once people spread your name around, people that you know of, eventually somebody's going to listen. And if a person thinks for 1 minute that you're talking about them, or that you're talking about somebody that they know, you think they're not going to go back and tell, hey, I was listening to Big Edge. She was talking about such and such. That sure sound like such and such business. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to be careful what I talk about. Now, I'm not worried about what I just discussed with you all as far as the apartment living and all that, because I don't care about none of that. Queen about done with this anyway, so it don't even matter. Like I said, I'm laying no faith with this. Queen is trying to get on to the next level. I don't care nothing about these ignorant folks. A stalker in the building, he can keep on stalking. So long as he don't come nowhere near this door, I ain't worried about that. But that issue with the Vanishing Bride back in the winter, that is actually someone who lives on the property. You're very welcome, Tracy. Very well. Very welcome. You're very welcome. But yeah, that Vanishing Bride, that woman hooked up with a foreigner. What you said? I haven't stopped eating. I ain't had nothing to eat today. I'm sitting here talking to you all when I should be eating, but I said, well, my fans are important to me, and if I gotta starve, it ain't gonna hurt me. You see, I done put on some weight, so I'm gonna go on and eat when I come off this live. Enjoy myself, enjoy my evening. Pour me a nice glass of whiskey later after I take my shower. Oh, you know, Queen got a ritual, baby. Queen always bathes first before she has her little drink. That's just my ritual. I like to be good, clean, and comfortable when I decide to turn on my little telly and have me a little drink. Your hair color is amazing. Thank you. It's probably a little bit lighter because I permed it Wednesday, so it probably took some of the red out. What about the lady went out of the country too? Okay, right. So that is a neighbor. I am verifying that to you all. I never verified that because I had to be careful, because a certain dodo bird listens to the channel who happened to be the property manager. And she's the one, because you know she ain't supposed to be telling folks business. But I can tell it now because I don't give a damn. Queen runs this channel, and I'm going to tell it like I want to. That older lady met this guy on social media, carried her black tail over there, got over there, didn't have her proper medicine, health care. She had health problems. She got very sick over there. She didn't have the money, allegedly, to come back. But as I state, I do blame her because she knew what her finances were before she went. And that's all of us. It's kind of like going to the mall. You know how much is in your bank account versus what's in the store. The store didn't send for you. So you went in the store and you bought what you want, knowing you don't have the money. No, a birdie was calling me on the phone, telling me her business. It wasn't the actual lady, because remember, the lady was overseas. It was the property manager, because she and I were cordial. And she was telling her business. Yeah, I'm telling it. I'm going to go on my live and say it. She was telling her business, and she was trying to help her. And then I reached out to my pastor to see if he could help. But my pastor used his better judgment and said he gonna let other agencies help because maybe somewhere his discernment was telling him no. But he is like me. You think first before you act on something, and you have to use common sense to say she didn't just fall over there. Right. She was irresponsible, you know. I felt sorry for her, of course, in the beginning. But I always tell you all that. I judge a story according to the information I get at that time. Okay? So I didn't want to judge her because I didn't know if maybe somebody told her, such as the man, I'll pay your way back. You just get here and I'll get you home. Because you all know many people will do that. People will tell you, well, you buy the ticket, bus fare, whatever it is, and I'll pay for your way back. So if you have that understanding, that's what you hoping is that when it's time for you to leave, they're gonna, buy you your ticket back home. So I didn't want to judge her because I didn't know exactly what arrangement she had with that man. But then once I started talking to this crazy landlord, it was revealed. Shit, boyfriend didn't have no money. Husband didn't have no money. Matter of fact, she's married to him. He ain't had no money. He ain't had no money to get her back. He didn't have no money to get her there. He didn't have no money to get her back. Well, why is this dog out here barking? Now I'm getting a little leery now because that sounds like a big dog barking. A very big dog. Now we do have a little stray dog that comes down through here. It's a lady I know. She lives in a house because my apartment borders a subdivision. So their dog comes down here, but I've never heard him bark. That sounds like somebody else's dog. Or the ones they have with the police. You ain't heard it from me because I ain't one to gossip. No, I ain't got no dog, baby. But I'm saying that dog out here barking close. That's why it threw me off because I usually don't hear, you know what I'm saying? I don't usually hear a dog bark. And this sounds like a big dog. Kind of threw me off. I thought it might be a police dog. Shit, you don't know it's the holidays. Anything might. Look, it's dark, so you don't never know what's going on, what's jumping off in the city. But anyway, yeah, she went over there knowing she didn't have the money to have a return ticket. And it is common sense. You talking about going abroad, you definitely need to have a return ticket. That is too far to go and not know how you're gonna get your way back. And then I find out through the messenger, Big Mouth, that she had a relative who were not trying to give her money to come back. They had dealt with her before with financial issues, and they, I guess, deemed her irresponsible. So nobody was trying to come up with money to get her back here to the States because they've had issues with her before. So obviously, Queen got problems. She's lonely. She's also a veteran. And, she's probably in need of company, a male company. But what she need to do is go find somebody her own age, somebody she can, have a life with, and not no young boy. Well, he old enough to be her grandson, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. She got damn near 40 years on the boy. She in her 60s. He's, I think, 28, 32, something like that. So, come on now. She's too old for him. And he know better. But he don't care because he probably trying to see, he trying to get all he can get. You think that boy ain't been milking that woman out her money? You think he hasn't been asking her for money to send him money? Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You think he ain't been asking that woman for money? You know he been asking her for money. I bet you she been sending money out her disability and her veteran check, sending him money. Ain't no way I'm getting ready to sit up here and be 62, 63 years old messing with no 28-year-old man. Now, I'm all for people dating younger people if they choose to. That's their business. But that don't make no sense. You dating somebody and you old enough to be their mother and grandmother. And I can tell you, when I went to Facebook, the first pictures I saw was when she first got there to Africa. You could see she was a little bit bigger. Honey, when I started scrolling them pictures on Facebook, Queen lost some weight. You hear me? Now, they got some big gals over there that are able to eat She wasn't one of them. I'm just keeping 100. Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying. Well, I mean, everybody do things differently. But I don't know how long. Let me make this clear in this video. I do not know how long she had talked to him before she went over there. I don't think it was soon. Okay, I don't think it was just she met him 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then went over there. No, she had been over to his country before. See, that's the game. Y'all watch 90 Day Fiance. Y'all should know the rules. You, as the American, have to go to that country first. Ting. You have to go to that country first. Then they make their way to come see you. And then if you want to get married, you have to get married within the 90 days before they're supposed to return back to their homeland. So he knew what he was doing. Because let me tell you something, for those of you who do not travel, don't know. Third world countries have a hard time getting a visa to travel abroad. So that's the game, the scam, is to get you to go there first. Do you see what I'm saying? To get you to go there first. Because most countries, such as Iran, Iraq, Africa, they can't get a visa to come to the States. Their country will not grant them a visa. Thank you, Hottie Stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm 1 hour and 31 minutes into this live. Thank you all for joining my 17 viewers and 23 thumbs up. God bless all of you. Like, share, subscribe, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yes, that is the going scam. Third world countries have a hard time getting a visa granted to them as citizens to travel out of the country. So they want to meet and greet people who have free range to travel, which is America. We don't have stipulations on us to travel. We get our little passport, visa, we get on about our business. We rarely get turned down for passports and visas. She said, I don't watch that mess. Hey, how you doing? Latrice, how you doing? But you know what I'm saying. Each situation is different. A lot of people have talked to people for months, years, and build a rapport with them, and they trust them. Okay? Like I said, I cannot remember how long it was before she knew him, before she went over there, but it wasn't no short span because, as I've told you, she's already been to Africa. Let's see, I brought you out this story the first of the year. She had just been there probably fall or so before. So she had been there a few months before I brought you the story back in the winter. Bringing his wife over, his tardy wife. What she said? What? Oh Lord! But see, that's what I'm saying. Is that every situation is different. Um, they're married. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, they are married. But the problem is, hell, ain't no need of you marrying her when you can't even get a visa to come to the States. So you wasted your time marrying her. She's wasted her time marrying him. He can't come here. Do you understand what I'm saying? He can't come here. So you're gonna marry this woman. You think she's gonna take care of you, send you money, because you think she got a little money to give you. When you can see she broke down because you done brought over here and starved her to damn death because you couldn't get her the appropriate help and meals because he didn't have no money. He didn't even have a car while they were over there. He didn't even have a place to live. See, I got to up y'all on what was going on back then. Okay, Cheryl. We'll talk later, baby. Look for my next live. Have a good weekend. But you understand what I'm saying? He didn't have anything to offer her. So this is what I'm saying. She knew all this before she went over there. She obviously had been dealing with him for some time. Now, what that timeline is, I don't know. I don't know if it was a year or 6 months, but it had to have been probably more than a year because she's already traveled over there. And you have to get your papers processed as far as your passport, visa, and you just don't get that overnight. Because I think it's a month or so before you can apply get your passport approved. When you apply for a passport. So what I'm saying is, she had already been over to that country before this past winter when I brought you the story the first of 2020. She had been over there, I think, that fall of 19, fall or summer of 19 or whatever. What you said, mule? Using her as a mule. So he didn't have anything, barely had a job, no car, no permanent place to live. She gets over there. They're moving from one person's house to the next, staying. It's just crazy. She got a baby and he left. No, Latrice, don't say that. A prenuptial agreement. Girl, you know that prenuptial agreement ain't gonna mean nothing over there in Africa. She probably married him over there. Cause you gotta remember, he didn't got no visa to come here. So she had to marry him over there. And what they gonna do to her about any way of paying for alimony or anything? She way over here. What can he do? They're not even in the same jurisdiction, not even the same country. And they can't make her pay for nothing due to the fact she lives in America. Let's just say she wanted out the marriage. He wanted to get a lawyer, get somebody to say, well, she owe me money. How they gonna get it? And she over here. America ain't gonna make her pay nothing. Make her pay nothing. But the point is, she went over there knowing he didn't have nothing. Because when you talk to somebody after all of a day, you're going to video chat, you're going to see where they live, if they got a car, what they do for a living. You're going to sense that something is not proper with them. So there's no way I'm going to believe she did not know how he was living. That's first and foremost. Two, she went over there knowing she didn't have a round trip ticket. That's what I'm trying to say. Then she had to go call her friends and family members trying to get money because she loved them, Tracy. Now, Tracy, why you ask that question? It hurts in my eye. I guess she loved him, so that's why she went over there. But that's what I'm saying. She had to have known how he was living. His hair starting to look rough now. She had to have known how he was living, what he didn't have. He couldn't offer her anything. She's old enough to be his grandmother. So all those stipulations were negative, minus. Not good for either party. Good for him, perhaps, but not her. You had to call people back in the States to get help. She's calling the landlord trying to get help. She had a good friend, I think, in Ohio trying to help. Then I think she had a brother, I think, was trying to help. Yeah, it was the first of the year, Hottie Stuff. I covered this story. She had issues, obviously, with being taken advantage of, with mishandling her money. So the brother, whomever it was not trying to help her. And mind you, she's also a veteran. And she's an older lady. She's in her early 60s, if I'm not mistaken. So she's been sitting here trying to bed this young dude, married him. He didn't have nothing to show for living. So she knew all this before she went. This is the point I tried to make to you all later. Once I found out everything, she knew about him. So why would you want to even get involved with him in the first place? Right, Latrice, you're right. You don't have nobody you can ask when they live in a foreign country. That's why you go to the country to visit. Make sure you got a hotel room, and you learn them while you there. So anything you see that don't stack up to what was told to you on the phone, video chat, all you got to do is get your happy tail out of there. Get on your plane, you got your ticket, come on back home, cut them off, and on with the new. I talk to. Excuse me. I don't care for anybody trying to take advantage of a woman or a man, and especially not the elderly. But you have to know that when you're talking to people who do not live in your jurisdiction, your country, there is a chance that they may be trying to use you for funds. They talk about it all the time on social media, TV shows, documentaries. So you can't act like you ain't never heard of foreigners trying to milk people out their money. And what I don't understand is how women are still sending money to people that they've never video chat with. TG, hey! Hey, hey. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hey, TG, have you heard any more about what we was talking about, baby? About Mr. Planet of the Fakes? Because I really didn't want to go live talking about that because I want to make, everybody, really go into that. But I was just curious if you heard anything else because I really hope that that rumor was not true. Whoever that commenter was that got on my channel talking about that, um, him passing, because I haven't heard anything. And I went all on YouTube trying to find something and I couldn't find anything. I Googled. Right, he was on 6 days ago. That's what I'm saying. That last video that was uploaded Saturday was about Mo 3, and I watched it. So that's what I'm saying. It's weird to me that that is the last video that I see that comes up under, his logo. But he also has a Planet of Fakes breaking news that I didn't know anything about. So I don't know. And there's only one video that comes up under his original logo, and that's about Kanita Jenkins, and that's an old video. That's the only one that comes up in the queue in his under his original channel's name. Now I didn't go to Facebook to log on to his statuses on Facebook. I forgot to log on to see what's coming up over there. But good to hear from you. Thanks for coming over and checking in with a queen. Okay, so you check. You said he had multiple channels and he hasn't been on. That is very interesting. I guess a lot of you are probably wondering what we're talking about. Well, I don't know if it's true, but a commenter mentioned to me the other day that Mr. Planet of the Fakes has passed away. I do not know if that is true or not. Oh, I support you too, Miss TG. You know I don't got no problems with you, Queen. I'm hoping you send me some of that sweet potato pie, honey. Because the Queen loves some pie. What you talking about? Sweet potato pie. Anybody want no pumpkin pie? Honey, give me sweet potato all day long. But thanks for the support, TG. For those of you who don't know, I don't know what's going on because I'm not trying to be nobody to be spreading nothing derogatory about anybody on YouTube. But a commenter had made a comment because I'm sure you all looking at the comments, you wonder what we're talking about. A commenter jumped on my channel the other day, made a comment that Mr. Uh, Planet of Fakes that passed away. Homie, all four was gone in seconds. What? That he passed away. Mr. Planet of the Fakes. Those of you who have patronized this channel, I'm praying that this is just a rumor, a hoax. I do not know. I did try Googling. I tried going to YouTube to see if I could find out anything. Oh, she said Zillionaire has died. Huh? Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm done with y'all now. I'm coming off of here. I ain't got time for this. Well, which is it? See, this is how rumors get started, and they'll be coming for me talking crazy, talking about we spreading lies about these folks. Well, I don't know who's passed away. Let me say this. I don't know who's passed away, and so I'm not gonna say nothing else about nobody else passing away because I do not know. I don't have a clue. All I can say is I did try Googling yesterday and the other day. I didn't see anything to allude to the fact that anybody on YouTube has passed. So I cannot say. If I get the said information and it seems tangible, then I'll bring you all the said information. But I cannot go on record to say anybody has passed away. I'm just repeating what a commenter asked me, and so I don't know. So let me say this. Queen does not know. No, they're not the same person. Zillionaire and Planet of Fakes are not the same people, to my knowledge. Now, I have never seen a picture of Mr. Planet of Fakes, but I know his voice when I hear it, and his voice does not sound like Mr. Zillionaire. I think Mr. Zillionaire is in Atlanta, based in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I do not think they're the same person. Dear God, this is sad. Now she's talking about that man gone. What is going on? Oh, TG said, do I remember who said it? I don't know. You have to go back on my videos, the last videos I made. It might have been on the one of my president videos that I made about Kamala Harris and Biden. I think she commented on that video because I don't think it was on my live because I've done 2 lives already. He's from New York, Carolyn Gamer. Yeah, because he has an East Coast accent. That's why I was telling Latrice that Planet of Fake's voice don't sound nothing like Zillionaire's voice. So that's why I didn't think they was the same person. Lord have mercy. I hate to hear anybody passing away. You know, this is terrible, especially with all this COVID going around and all these people getting sick. Like I told you, I got all these people passing away here. Oh, Stephanie saying the same thing. She'll miss his voice. Yeah, because I never saw a picture of him. I've never seen a picture of him, so I don't even know what he looks like. I mean, I have his email address. You know what I'm sitting here thinking about that last night? Why am I sitting here listening to a commenter? Why the hell I just didn't send him an email? So that's what I'm gonna do when I get off here with you guys. I'm gonna send an email. Cause see, I was too scared to even send an email because I didn't want him thinking, what the hell is she talking about? Because people don't know people and you don't know where people coming from. Okay, you said you would think it'd be in these YouTube streets. TG, that's what the girl said. That's what the lady said. She said they're talking about it. She said I got it off somebody else's channel. This said information. So I went looking. Because even on my phone, you go into YouTube. Who is name? Oh, Duke Murdoch shared it also, showed a picture of him. Okay, thank you, Latrice. Thank you, honey. Yeah, that woman cut all my hair off a month and a half ago. She whacked it on the side. I told her I wanted some bangs. She cut all the sides off, and I thought my face too big. Then cut all my hair off. Is you crazy? Lord, you trying to let me have no hair? It's already getting old and thin, and you gonna cut all the queen hair off? Lord Jesus, just look, leave me some little strands. Leave me some little strands to work with. Okay, so I gotta go find this. Look, I gotta go back in my comments and see what y'all talking about. Duke Murdoch shared it also, showed a picture of him. Okay, I got to remember that name. So, okay, TG said, wow, we're going to have to look. Right, because TG, with all the stuff going on, arguing with folks, people talking crazy, I'm not trying to start no rumors about nobody on YouTube. Oh, said he called the hospital and said he had a heart attack. Oh, man. Lord, I hope that's not true. So that means he must have known his real name then for him to call the hospital. Well, maybe I'm going to send an email because he do have other people working with him because not too long ago, I messaged him in an email and a female had messaged me back asking me, did I have a question about something? And I didn't respond because I was trying to, talk to him or whatever. So, I will, damn, this is crazy to me. Duke Murdoch. I got to remember that name, Duke Murdoch. Okay. I was just wanting to, holler him for a second, Mr. Planet of the Fakes. But you don't understand, a lot of people don't like getting offline talking to commenters and other YouTubers for various reasons. Oh, okay. He had his wife running his channel. Okay. So maybe that was her. Okay. I didn't even know he was married. Okay. Okay. So well, I understand that. Okay. You see a female trying to send an email, ask a question. So I get that. Okay. So I get it. Okay. Yeah, because I remember him saying we or something. So I said, okay, he's got other people, helping him with his channel. So I didn't know, he was married or whatever, had a wife working with him. So she probably wondered, who is this sending an email? Because we had emailed each other before. I sent him an email, a long email, a year or so ago when I was going through all that cupcake mess. And I was telling him about a certain commenter that was acting crazy and acting like they had mental problems. And I just told him, this person comments on everybody's channel, got something to say about everything. And just her behavior was odd. I'm not going to even call her name out because I don't even want to dredge that nonsense up. But anyway, she just was a funny character. And I had told him about her, and he had mentioned that he had seen a lot of her, I guess, comments on his channel and other channels, other people YouTube channels. Hello, Stephanie. That voice, yeah, yeah. He had a distinctive voice. Has I'm gonna say has because I don't know that he's passed. So, and I don't want to put that out there. I pray that this is a rumor. I really pray that this is a rumor. I was just hoping somebody would have something to let us know. I just think even if they find something out about any YouTuber in a situation like this, that they should put a notification up to let the fans know, if it can be verified about, a person's passing, or even if they just get sick. But that's the thing about being a YouTuber, a creator. Somebody's gonna have to step in to reveal that said information if you are to take ill or you know pass. Somebody would have to verify that information. I pulled up something today, or I was looking for something today. She said that voice makes your toes curl or my toes. Yeah, your toes, Stephanie. You a trip. That that damn Stephanie is a damn trip. Talking about her toes curling. Lord, I can't. Well, I was looking on this in the YouTube menu today in the queue, and they had, I guess probably because I was trying to find out about Mr. Planet of Fake, and they showed this black guy. I think he looked black. They were saying he faked his girlfriend's death to get views. I didn't even open it up because I don't even about to indulge in no foolishness like that. But I was thinking to myself, now why in the hell would you want to pretend your girlfriend died so you could get YouTube views? That's messed up. You can't be that thirsty for no money. Stephanie said, nothing else. Heck, I'm 67 years old. See, I'll be knowing how old most of you all are. I'm going to start making y'all do that from now on. Every time y'all jump on the channel, you tell me how old you are. So I know how old I'm. So I know I'm talking to some grown-ups on this channel. She's 67. Like he said, she don't mind telling you he made her toes curl. Y'all funny. People do hella things for views. Well, TG, how you been? Latrice 48. I'm 49. Stephanie 67. I had somebody jump up and say, I'm 12. I'm gonna tell you, get your butt off this channel. You ain't supposed to be out here, you 12-year-olds. Oh, Jesus. Well, it's been an interesting live with you all. I'm 152. I try not to go too long because it's a lot trying to watch this. Good baby just had a birthday. I'm 51. Oh, she's 51. How do you feel for 51? Tracy's 58. Okay, everybody turning over their birth certificate. Stephanie said, I'm probably the oldest. That's all right, you alive. Carolyn will be 70 in March. Hey, that's all right. So I got some viewers. I hear some folks talking out there in the hallway. I thought, what y'all getting crunk already on a Friday night? TG said, I still got it. Honey, I saw you in your little video with your man. I said, oh, look at her. At the lounge doing her. I'm being quiet because I hear somebody in the hallway. These people probably hear me talking, wonder who's she talking to in there. Yeah, I heard some people talking. It's sad you live in an apartment, you gotta watch what you say because people can hear you through the doors. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. 67, 67. That's a blessing to say you're 67 years old. Thank you, honey. You talk about your knees. Oh, I know my left knee is hell. It's osteoarthritis. I'm telling you, I can't get on my knees and like bend down to look for something. Baby, I was looking for a hook today. that's done disappeared from the wall because the curtain rod, I was redoing the curtains. And I looked all around my bedroom, can't find it. And honey, I had to get down on them knees and get under that bed and try to look. I said, Jesus, this ain't working out. I said, this ain't working out, Lord. Pray I can push up off of these hams and pull up and get my big butt up. Lord, if Jason or Freddy Krueger was up under that bed, guess what, y'all? They would have won. Do you hear what I'm saying? They would have won. They would have had Queen. Queen down. Oh my goodness. I said, goodness grief. You need help getting up. Oh, it hurt. It feels like it's metal, like bone. When I get on my knees, it feels like bone scrubbing together, and that's what's going on. I think I got the diagnosis I read was spurs, spurs in my knees. You know, ain't no cartilage, ain't no nothing. They just gone. It's from the weight. I know it's from the weight. Shoot, know what I said? You need to hurry up and run around the track a couple times and miss a few meals. You'll be all right. Get some of that fat off of them good knees. You know, you need them in this day and time. You got to be able to walk. You don't want to be having knee surgery, hip surgery at 49 years of age. That's just too early in life to be knee surgery and stuff. Oh, you had Jill and Jess. Okay, girl, is my back, and I might be having another surgery. We'll know December 10th. Oh, Lord, don't talk about your back, honey. My neck, my back. Oh my goodness, I can't. Yes. Hey, we all queens in here. Yes, we are. This is why I do a lot of walking every morning early. Well, that's what I need to do. Even though this weather is got a little chilly, but uh, I need to be getting up myself. Oh, he said you too young for knee replacement. Ooh, right. Because you got to think about being 48, getting a knee replacement. Then next thing you know, hell, be your other knee need one. You sure enough be in bad shape, and that's what I'm worried about. I don't want both my knees going out. My left knee, she hurts the worst. She, it just feels like in the back of it, I can't bend it. And I'm gonna tell you when I noticed it acting up when it felt swollen in the back. I went out a couple months ago, honey, back in the spring, trying to look cute. Matter of fact, it was before spring. I believe that was February. Honey, I went to the little Elks Lodge, wore me some snake skin boots, I believe, ostrich skin leather boots, cowboy boots. Thought I had it going on. Then went and danced, and probably 2 days later, probably that Monday, the back of my leg swelled up, and I couldn't bend my knee. And I thought, what is going on? Finally went to the doctor, got an x-ray, all that kind of stuff. Hell, they so honorary, they never even explained to me what the hell they saw. I had to damn near Google it. She says, I can't wear heels no more, TG. Well, I don't wear no heels either. And them cowboy boots had a little, a regular size heel on them. There wasn't no high heel on no cowboy boot. But something happened with them boots that night. I don't know if it's because I hadn't been moving enough, dancing enough, walking enough, what. But I danced that night, had a good time. 2 days later on that Monday, big girl knee was toe down. Do you hear me? As Marvin Gaye said, I gave it up. And I sure did. Honey, Queen was dancing. Do you hear me? Yes, I was. And now that knee says, Queen, you done. A donation. Don't do Cash App. Do you have PayPal or P.O. Box? No, Stephanie, I don't. I just got I just got my Cash App, baby. That's all I have. I don't have no P.O. Box. I probably should get a P.O. Box. I don't know. What you said? No, me TG trainers can't run. Y'all so silly. And we don't even talk about nobody running. Let me tell you something. I keep telling y'all, oh, 50 pounds. Oh, okay, yeah. But see, that's all it takes to mess them knees up. Couple of pounds. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. A few pounds. And your knees is like you carrying somebody else's knees around. And it's sad. Well, I'm almost at 2 hours. I think it's the people next door, across the hall. Remember I told you the neighbor passed away? I think her family's probably maybe getting the rest of her stuff out of her apartment or whatever. So I have enjoyed talking to you all. This has been a wonderful live, but the queen needs to eat because I've got to stop eating late. I probably need to be on a liquid diet. Soup through a straw. Because me and food just, we not doing well. I'm a late eater now. And then I'll wait later and decide I might want to snack on a chip or something, and that ain't good. I got to do better. I just got to do better. I want to thank you all so much for listening. As I in the, stated in the beginning of this video, I didn't have information on the young couple who were found dead in a Florida mansion in Kendall. Uh, Somebody killed these kids. They're young people. She's 26 and the guy's 23, if I'm not mistaken. There are no suspects at this moment. I've Googled information today. I haven't found anything about them. Okay, TG, if you jump on tonight, I'll get on there if you decide to come on. Because you've been showing recipes about dressing and pies and stuff. You gonna make sure all of us gonna be fat. Ain't none of us gonna be going nowhere because ain't none of us gonna be able to breathe. Right. So no update to that couple, African American couple found down in Florida in that mansion. No updates, no updates. Oh, she said, I'm not big enough for my 600-pound life. Well, if I keep eating, I'll be up there. I mean, I ain't saying I'm that close to the weight, but I'm just saying, I ain't trying to be half of that. Half of that ain't good. But as I state, no update to the couple in Florida that were found in the mansion November 17th. I was looking for an update. I haven't found anything. Number 45 is given 10% of the okay for Biden to be the next president. He's waiting on the Electoral College to give their certification of Biden being the winner, and that will take place in December. And this video I just made today, this live is about a couple going on a shooting spree in Nevada, Henderson, Nevada. They killed one person and 4 are injured. They are currently in the hospital and they are expected to survive their injuries. So you all let me know what you think about this shooting in Nevada. What is the motive? Why were those people in Nevada shooting random people? I'm assuming they were just driving through the city, shooting people from their car. They were apprehended in the state of Arizona and the public safety of Arizona, whatever the hell that means exactly. Apprehended the guy and the girl, and they were arrested in the state of Arizona on unrelated charges, which were not verified in the article that I read. So now we have to ask ourselves, are they from Nevada or Arizona? Did they leave Arizona to go to Nevada to kill people, then come back? Or are they from Nevada and fled to Arizona? I don't know. But when I get the update, I'll bring it to you. Thank you, TG. Thank you, Latrice. Thank you all, Chi Chi, Tracy, everybody, Stephanie, all of you for joining me. It's been wonderful. I'm very happy that you all joined me. Who is this? Enjoy your evening and God bless you all. It's good to see you. You're doing good, Big Ange. I'll be back. Hottie stuff. Thank you. I want to go through so I don't miss anybody. Latrice, Tracy, Stephanie, TG, Hottie stuff, all of you all. I thank you, Stephanie, so much for joining me. God bless all of you all. Stay safe. Go out there and get them folks all y'all money. Y'all ain't said nothing about y'all going shopping today and buying anything. You know, this is the day that most people buy electronics and sheets. Most stores have sheets on sale. And I sure need some myself. Thank you, TG. God bless you. Hope everything goes well with you and your channel. And TG, holler at me if you find out anything about Mr. Planet of the Face, because I'd like to hear more if that is true or not. I'm praying that it's not true. And as far as the other YouTuber, I don't know about that either. I hadn't heard anything about him. Know that these are just allegations at this point. Nothing has been confirmed that, to my knowledge. So I don't want anyone to say this channel spread any nasty rumors about anyone passing away. So I don't have any clarification or any verification of anyone on YouTube passing away uh, in the past couple of days. But if I get verification of that, I will bring it to you guys. It's nothing I need. I'll keep my money in my pocket. Okay, hottie stuff. I got you. I got you. I got you. Thank you all for joining me. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below. And if you want to donate to the Queen's channel, look, I can't even remember my own little thing. What's because says she don't do the cash app. But anyway, if you decide, because I'm trying to upgrade so I can make this channel better, $ Big Angie 129 is my cash app account. $ Big Angie 129. If you like to make a donation. If you don't, that is fine. I still have love for you and respect for all of you. I thank you for tuning in. Whew, this has been a crazy week. All this COVID and people passing away around here. It is really serious business. Please wear your mask, you guys. I don't like wearing it myself, but I was out today. I had to because I don't want that stuff. I've seen too many people getting sick lately. One person has died as of Monday here, and it's serious business. It's serious business. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. Thanks for joining me. Leave your comments. Tell me what you think of this live and the said couple that went on the shooting spree in Nevada. I'm just, this world is sick. Prayers for all of you. Thanks for joining me. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. And until the next video and the next live, I am Everyday Shenanigans. God bless all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.